y'all, let's talk NBA All-Star Game in the books. The Eastern Conference broke a 3-game losing streak in the All-Star Game. Kyrie Irving got the MVP. It definitely had a great game. 31 points, 14 assists, 5 rebounds. They had 5 turnovers though. They didn't happen in the fourth quarter though. So, and that's the only time anybody even acted like they was gonna play defense. In the event that you did not see the final score, 163 to 155. Yes, 163. That's like you playing on like the lowest skill level on 12-minute quarters on NBA 2K, and you just going at it, right? Now, the person who could have had a beef for MVP would have been Carmelo, but he didn't have. I mean, Kyrie had more points, but Melo did set a All-Star Game single game All-Star Game record with 8 threes. He was 8 for 13 from three-point range, so he was definitely doing his thing. Blake Griffin was phenomenal. Almost made my little NBA All-Star simulation with 2K look good, because if the West had won, he very well probably would have gotten the MVP. He had 38 points, 19 of 23 from the field, and but Durant also had 38 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. So you could have gave it to him, but he was 6 for 17 from 3. So he was shooting them. They wasn't all going in, but he was shooting them. Now, I thought an interesting statistic was this. Not one single block shot was recorded for either team in the whole shebang. That is really saying something. That's a lot, man. Now, somebody hit me on Twitter and said they saw a block shot. Well, apparently the statisticians did not, because nobody recorded one at all. My boy Joakim Noah got in there. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. Sounded like a regular Bulls game. He was 4 for 5 from the field. Who else balled? LeBron had 22, but he was 0 for 7 from the three-point range. 7 boards, 7 assists. Who else balled? That was really it. It really, really stood out. Like, hey, I'm having a great All-Star game. I mean, Stephen Curry had 12 points, 11 assists, but he was 2 for 11 from 3 and 4 for 14 from the field overall. The best shooter in the world shot like hot garbage in the All-Star game. So he needs somebody to play defense on him, because if you don't, he ain't gonna make it. So there it is. So let's just talk All-Star game period. I got a couple other little shots here of All-Star game action, but let's just talk about the All-Star game. Do you like the All-Star game the way it is now? I mean, the All-Star game is alright with me. It's cool. It's not, I don't like lose my mind for it. I really do prefer All-Star Saturday, and I'm a straight up real hoops fan. I don't like, I don't really like and one stuff. I don't. If I see a dude do a cold dunk or something, Team Flight about to do something hot, man, I can look at it and appreciate it. But I don't really like, if I'm watching basketball, I like to watch basketball. And I think that's why I don't get all excited about the All-Star game, unless there's something really super compelling happening. Like when, Mike came back, and he was in the All-Star game. That was a big deal, because that's Michael Jordan and he's back. When you talk about even going way back sometime. You talk like Magic Johnson when he came back after he found out he had contracted the HIV virus. Him playing in the All-Star game, that's a big deal. But outside of that, I mean, they ain't gonna play no D. They gonna run up and down the floor. Yeah, you get to see some hot dunks or whatever. But that was, in my opinion, that's what we looked at on Saturday night with the dunk contest. At least that's what we're supposed to be looking at. I thought the dunk contest was decent. I didn't think it was. Some people was just crapping on it. That's just what people gonna do, just out of reflex. I do agree that first little round thing needs to be switched around, but So, but the question is that I have is, do you guys think that something needs to be switched around with the All-Star game? Like, should it just be a regular game, or should they let people choose up teams and stuff like they're doing in with the Pro Bowl and with the NHL All-Star game? Would that add some something to it? I don't know. I think with the All-Star game with basketball, so much more of the players' personalities can come out. You know, in basketball, that's one of the reasons why people identify and connect with the players in basketball so much more. Same thing with baseball, similar. So I don't know. I mean, I think that would be an interesting thing. You know, I even heard like maybe somebody even saying something about like in the fourth quarter, put like a 40-point basket, you know, right next to half court or something. You know, that would make it like kind of crazy or whatever. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. You know what I would really like to see, though? I would really like to see Horse back in the All-Star Weekend. I think that would be so dope. You know, I think that would be ridiculously dope, you know. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll put it like this. I'll be okay if they left the All-Star game alone and just let it be what it is. But I wouldn't be, like, outraged if they tried to do something or tweak something with the game itself. Because, like, you know, it's like this. If it's not a real game, then it's not a real game. Let's just play around. But if it's a real game, then let's play a real game. And that's just kind of how I look at it. I don't know. Also, I hope they take all them jerseys and just throw them off the top of a hot building. Just, they get rid of them things, man. I hate them things, for real. I don't know, man. I would have like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. I would have put it on the inside out or something, some kind of rebellion. But that was the All-Star game, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It was pretty decent. Y'all subscribe, follow. Peace.